Turn that down a little bit. All right, I'm going to hand it over to Taylor.
Yes. All right, let's do it. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Otsego County Sportsplex for more Northern Michigan Warhounds hockey. I'm Taylor Phillips, and tonight the Warhounds prepare to face off in the first game of a weekend doubleheader before Christmas against the Motor City Muskies. Warhounds hockey is sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings and Gaylord, Let's Go Sports Bar, Bugs and Stuff Pest Control, Serpenotics Hockey, Treetops Resort, Left Lane Athletics, McDonald's, Rit Cut Woodworking, Bigby Coffee, Trouttown Tavern and Eatery, Contender Athletics, Rustling Leaf Photography, Veterans Guard VA Claim Consulting, Hit Club Hockey Supply Company, The Bostic Agency, Surf Pro, Magical Vacation Planner by Ralph Lake, Dave's Garage in Gaylord, Alpin Buffs Outdoor Resort, the Gaylord Area Chamber of Commerce, Smith Realty Group, Mural Construction, Hogan's Jewelers, Otsego County Animal Shelter, Preston Feather, The Landing Zone, Treetop, I already announced that, Eichenhout Roofing, Siding, Windows, and Decking, Crave Pasta and Pizza Pub, Alpine Eye Care, and Zips 45th Parallel Harley-Davidson motorcyclers. Starting off our pregame report, a week ago today, the Warhounds, led by head coach Josh Pariso, got rocked by the Summit City Distillers 7-2 at PSM Fieldhouse. Thomas Neely scored a hat trick for the Distillers, while Alex Arnold racked up 4 assists. Mason Held and Brian Hannafin scored for the Warhounds, while new coming forward number 73, Bowie Slarks, picked up his first point, let alone assist, as a Warhound. Right now, Northern Michigan is just barely in fifth and last place in the APHL Western Division standings at 4-5-0-0 with 8 points. Just one point behind the Toledo Mobsters for fourth place. The Mobsters stand at 4-6-0-1 with 9 points. This weekend's doubleheader opponent is the Motor City Muskies, as mentioned before, led by head coach Sean Stevens. The Muskies currently stand in third place in the Western Division at 4-4-0-3 with 11 points. They're coming off a 4-3 overtime loss at home to the Ridgetown Royals last Sunday afternoon inside Lincoln Park Community Center. So a little bit of a roster change for the Warhounds. Nick Hodgson will wear the number 25 for Channing Gorzak tonight. Also, we have number 93, Jeremy Kennedy. Jerame is spelled Jeremy Kennedy. And I believe that is it. Andy Peck is back on the roster. So for the Muskies, they had 3 Pipers on the team. Tonight they'll have 2. Jarrett Piper and Brennan Piper, wearing Sergei Fedorov's jersey number 91. Also, Cameron Piper wore the number 92 last year, but he'll get a healthy scratch. Cameron Piper will. So let's take a look around the APHL, shall we? Later tonight at 7:15, the Buffalo Tempest will face off on the road against the Thousand Island Raiders. The West Michigan Sentinels at the Summit City Distillers, and the Wooster Bulls at the Toledo Mobsters. Both games are at 7:30. And then tomorrow, the Tempest and Raiders will rematch tomorrow night at 6:45. Switching gears to the State of Michigan sports update. The 9th-ranked Michigan State Spartans men's basketball team held off the Oakland Golden Grizzlies 79-70 at Little Caesars Arena. As we take a look at the box score, MSU improves to 11-1. Oakland dropped to 6-7. So taking a look at the point totals, Cohen Carr, 22 points, 7 rebounds on 8 of 13 shooting, 1 for 4 from three-point range. Kerr Teng with 10 points. Carson Cooper added 15. Jackson Kohler with 13 for MSU and 13 rebounds. For Oakland, Tuberu Naivalorua led with 18. Zaire Wells with 17. Brody Robinson and Michael Hogue each with 13. So Michigan State's next game is Monday, the 29th. That's a week from Monday at home against Cornell at 7 on FS1. The number 2 Michigan Wolverines men's basketball team will tip off at 4 tomorrow on Peacock against LaSalle. To the ice, the Red Wings beat the Washington Capitals 5-2 at Capital One Arena. John Leonard scored his first NHL goal. James Van Riemsdyk, Elmer Soderblom with a beautiful deke. Moritz Seider and Dylan Larkin also scored. Larkin scored the empty netter. John Gibson made 26 saves. The Red Wings and Capitals rematch at Little Caesars tomorrow at Little Caesars Arena tomorrow at 1 on FanDuel Sports Network Detroit. As we take a look at the standings, the Red Wings lead the Atlantic Division by 3 points with 43 points at 20-13-3, while the Capitals fall to 19-12-4 with 42 points, second place in the Metropolitan Division. To the NBA, the Detroit Pistons tip off at 7:30 against the Charlotte Hornets. The Pistons are 21-6. They're coming off a difficult defeat, 116-114 in overtime to the Dallas Mavericks at American Airlines Arena 2 nights ago. The Mavericks improved to 11-17, 11th place in the West. The Charlotte Hornets are 9-18, 12th place in the East. And finally, in the NFL, the Detroit Lions kick off at Ford Field at 4:25 on CBS against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams come in at 8-6. The Lions have to win all 3 of their remaining games this regular season and hope the Bears lose 2 of their games or something like that to get the Lions back into the playoff picture. The Lions are still on the hunt, but they are on the verge of elimination if they lose at least 1. And that's our State of Michigan sports update. We'll be back in a few minutes for the opening puck drop between the national anthem and the opening puck drop between our Northern Michigan Warhounds and the Motor City Muskies. Just a few minutes. This is PAC TV with Taylor Phillips. And it's time to drop the puck. Motor City Muskies and the Northern Michigan Warhounds in the first game of the doubleheader at Otsego County Sportsplex. So it's going to be Brendan Rainey, Derek Eshelman. Check that. That's Cody Adams. Shane Jackman. Jay Kostecki. And Cody Clark for the Motor City Muskies. And in goal for Motor City is Nick Ramirez. Jake Zomick will be in goal, of course, for the Warhounds. Chilman and Heim on defense. Viola, Bull, and Matthias will be the forwards for tonight, the starting forwards. So glad you're with us here at the Otsego County Sportsplex. Two home games here before Christmas. And it looks like we're ready to go. Ready to play some hockey. It'll be Viola and Brendan Rainey on the opening face-off, and it's controlled by the Warhounds as they carry it right to left. Shot, a save by Ramirez with a blocker on Jaden Bull. Here come the Huskies the other way. Poked away. Here's Chilman with a takeaway. Pass the Bull to the right corner. Puck is loose to the left corner. Held in by Chilman at the blue line. Wrist shot deflected wide. Bull with a wraparound stripe on the doorstep. Rebound. Matthias couldn't bury that. And it's cleared to center. Matt Heim will retrieve it for the Warhounds. Bull tips it in. Muskies change on the fly. Now here's Justin Stewart with it. Taken away by Wurzbacher. Played by Giblin. Bit of a collision, not too hard of a collision. Wurzbacher will pass it to Barnitz with a shot. I think he hit the post, and the net comes off its moorings with 18:50 left of the first period. Just getting underway at the Otsego County Sportsplex in Gaylord. No score between the Muskies and the Warhounds. Taylor Phillips here with you. Face off to the right of Ramirez in the Muskies zone. Won by the Muskies. Now here's Jarrett Piper up the right wing as the Muskies attack left to right. Banks it off the side of the net. Shot by Giuseppe Pizzo, blocked. Muskies shoot it back in. Giblin retrieves for Northern Michigan. Now here's a steal and a shot and a goal by number 23, Dylan Statham. In the slot. Just a miscue by the Warhounds, and the Muskies strike first with 18:25 left in the first period. They're up 1-0. That's the first miscue of the night and the first goal of the night, belonging to the Muskies. Statham unassisted. Just under 2 minutes into this hockey game. And the Warhounds are down 1-0. Now here's Patchett with it for Northern Michigan. He shoots it in. Ramirez plays it from behind his own net. Intercepted. Here's Boyd Kendall. Score! 2 minutes into this hockey game, and Boyd Kendall ties the game in the slot. 1-1. Got a centering feed. Ramirez with a giveaway, and there's that teddy bear toss, as mentioned on social media. And here come all the stuffed animals, teddy bears and all. There's one stuffed animal stuck in the netting, 2 of them. They're loose. Careful not to get them stuck in the netting, fans. So in between warm up and the game, we all got our picture taken. They'll be posted soon on social media. And now the Warhounds have some cleaning up to do on the ice. I'll bet those kids want those stuffed animals back. So Grant Koykendall ties the game quickly after Dylan Statham opens the scoring for the Muskies. Mitchell Patchett. Mitchell Patchett, the only assist on Grant Koykendall's goal. The equalizer very early on in this hockey game, exactly 2 minutes in. There's tonight's number 25 for the Warhounds. That's Nick Hodgson, wearing the number 25 for Channing Gorzak, as I mentioned in our pregame. So Statham unassisted, and then Koykendall from Patchett at 2 minutes flat into the hockey game. More time at 1. Muskies coming into this game 3rd place in the APHL Western Division standings. So the hockey game continues as the Warhounds retrieve it in their own zone. Caleb Chilman will play it around the end boards. It's turned over, but the Warhounds will take it back. Matthias. Now here's Viola with it into the Muskie zone. Right face-off circle. Back to Heim. Wrist one. Blocker saved by Ramirez. Puck still in play. Here's Jaden Bull with it. Had the puck sticked away and back to center where Chilman will corral it. Skates it back into his own zone. Across to Heim. Bounce pass too far for Viola. Now here's Bull with it. Into the slot. Shot, score! Jaden Bull takes it 2-1 Warhounds with 17 I believe Matt Heim and Caleb Chilman will get the assist for Jaden Bull's goal. Wait for the official scoring, but the Warhounds take their first lead of the game, 2-1. Nice move by Jaden Bull. Another top shelf Warhounds goal. Warhounds with it again. Sam Barnett's lost an edge, but here's Mason Held with it. Sharp angle back to Barnett's. Couldn't control it, and now here's a turnover. Brendan Rainey. But it's taken back by the Warhounds. They come in onside. Bull with it. Matt Heim got one of the assists, but they did not give the assist to they didn't give an assist to Chilman. But here's Wurzbacher with it as it poked away. He lost the puck. And now here's Dylan Statham, who's got the only goal for the Muskies, into the slot. Blocker saved that time by Zamek. 16-10 winding down. First period, 2-1 Warhounds. Kellogg with the interception. Has it sticked away. Trevor Roberts. Now here's Jarrett Piper on the interception. Centering pass didn't connect. Good defense by the Warhounds as they clear it down. Not enough distance for icing as Brennan Piper will retrieve it for the Muskies. Plays it off the sideboard. And it looks like the Muskies are going to come in offside. Warhounds win the face-off outside their own blue line. Puck goes to the corner where Kellogg will win the race for it. But now here's Jared Piper with a shot, goes wide. Coy Kendall picks up the loose puck. Now here's a scramble with it, touch with a high stick. You can do that in your own zone, from my knowledge of the game. Now a battle for the puck as it initially came to Justin Stewart. And now it's cleared off the netting by the Warhounds in their own zone, and they're going to get a penalty for it. I think that's Evan Kellogg who played the puck off the netting. It's going to be a delay of game. It's actually Trevor Roberts, check that. So the Muskies will get the game's first power play opportunity with 15:06 left. Warhounds lead 2-1, but the Muskies have a chance to tie it up. Not even 5 minutes exactly into this hockey game. Face off to the left of Zamet. And the Warhounds clear it. That was a shorthanded opportunity. And now the Muskies are going to get penalized as Sam Barnage took it the other way, shorthanded. It's going to be a cross-check on the Muskies. I believe that's going to be on number 88, Shane Jackman, with 14:54 left. Jane Bowen from Caleb Chilman and Matt Heim. So Chilman did get an assist. That's the Warhounds' second goal of the game. So it's 4-on-4 hockey. Here's a backhander on the doorstep and a save by Ramirez. Almost held in by Chilman, but here's Ryan Ammon on a breakaway. Remember, this is 4-on-4. Shane Jackman for cross-checking at 5:06 into the first period. Ammon with the puck, and it's intercepted by Chilman. Chilman directs traffic, skates with the puck in his own slot to the blue line. Pass to Viola, breaks into the zone with Matthias. 2-on-3. Viola forced to the boards, but he still has it. Around the end boards, back out to Hodgson, to Viola. Wrist shot off the post and out of play. 13:44. First period, 2-1 Warhounds. Face off in the Muskie zone. To the left of Ramirez. Nick Ramirez, that is. Tristan Steele will back him up tonight. Hodgson with it. Viola to Matthias. Nice move, but lost it. It was sticked away. Now here's a turnover. Wrist shot, a save by Ramirez on Matthias. And now here come the Muskies. Here's Brendan Piper to Jared Piper. The Piper brothers are in the game. Here's a pass to Dylan Statham, and he's got 2 Muskie goals tonight. We're tied at 2. It's still 4-on-4. 16 seconds left on the delay of game penalty on Trevor Roberts. So that second Statham goal will be assisted by, I believe, Jared Piper and Brennan Piper, I think. At 6:39 into the first period, 13:21 left. This is a good one, though, folks. Chillman to Barnett, back to Chillman. Across to Heim at neutral ice, into the Muskie zone. Makes a move. Pass back to Barnett in the slot. High slot. Shot blocked. Chillman. Chillman. Heim. Shot deflected wide. Over top of the net. And now here's Justin Stewart breaking in for the Muskies. Shot deflected and an easy save by Zamek, and will hang on. 12:38 left. Second period. 2 apiece. First period. Not second period. First period. Face off in the Warhound zone. Warhounds win the face-off. That's Hodgson. To Matthias, back to Hodgson, in and behind his own net. Back to Matthias. He'll skate through neutral ice with it. Into the zone. And he gives it away to Cody Adams. But it's held in by Hodgson. Right wing, face-off circle. Tries to beat a deflection. Here's Giblin with it. Shoots it wide. Hodgson with a one-timer, saved by Ramirez with a stick. Nick Elamont bounces it off the inboards. Not cleared, but the Muskies have it. Held in by Hodgson across the ice. Giblin almost held it in. Almost held it in. Warhounds retrieving in their own zone. Oh my goodness, that could have been a disaster there. Giblin almost banked it in off his own goaltender. Giblin blocks the shot easily, and he will ice the puck. Icing on the Warhounds with 11:27 left. First period. Still tied at 2 goals apiece, Muskies and Warhounds. It's going to be Statham from Brendan Piper. That's it. At 13:21 of the first period. That's 6:39 of the first period. That was 13:21 left. Here's Jaden Bull with it. Into the Muskie zone, and it's sticked away, but Matthias to Koiken, who's got one of the goals, and a save by Ramirez with a stick. Got in front of it. Back to Kellogg. Almost slipped and fell, but a shot saved by Ramirez with a stick again. Now here's Pizzo with it. He'll carry it through neutral ice into the Warhound zone. Warhounds change on the fly and intercept the puck. That's Patchett right there. Kellogg, no icing. Picked up by Blake Deckard of the Motor City Muskies. Patchett intercepts, and it's sticked away. Bumped off the puck. Here's Ammon with it. Number 10. To Pizzo with a nice move past Koiken to neutral ice. Now it's sticked away by Patchett. 2-on-3. Patchett with a wrist shot. Easy pad save by Ramirez. Patchett gets it again to the inboards. Koiken will get the puck first. Back to Heim. Heim with a wrist shot. Hits traffic in front. And the Muskies will dump it into the Warhound zone and change on the fly. Now here's a giveaway. And the Warhound play the puck away to neutral ice. Derek Eshelman will shoot it in for the Muskies. Held in by William Wilson. Back into the Muskie zone where Blake Decker will play it off the end board. And now here's Kennedy with it. Here's a shot, a save by Ramirez with a stick. Looks like Hayden Piskor with that shot for the Warhounds, and now Ramirez will hold on to the puck with a glove. 9:09 left, first period, tied at 2. I want to thank our newest sponsor, Buffalo Wild Wings in Gaylord. Let's Go Sports Bar, for helping sponsor our Warhounds broadcasts. Face off to the left of Ramirez in the Muskie zone. It'll be Piskor for the Warhounds, taking it against former Kalkaska battler Brennan Rainey. Speaking of which, puck comes out to center. Austin Giblin with it. Over to Ryan Kiola. He had it taken away. And now the Muskies will come in offside. 8:49 left, first period. Still tied at 2 goals apiece. Both teams make changes. Face off outside the Warhounds blue line. Giblin will retrieve the puck on the face-off. Almost lost control of it, but Viola helps out. Giblin, pass ahead, intercepted by Adams, but taken back by Viola. Viola being pursued, but he gets it ahead to ball, but he lost it. Desta Clark. Now it's taken back by Giblin to Matthias. He'll shoot it in. Ramirez gloves it down. Plays it along the inboards toward the corner to the far board. Across from me, Elamont. Puck bounces off a stanchion off the glass. Oh, nice move by Lucas McLaughlin. And McLaughlin again. Now it's taken away. Puck is loose. Almost held in by Kelligan. Now almost a breakaway by Justin Stewart as a Warhound pursued him just in time. No icing. Pizzo carries it in. Check to the boards by Roberts. Here's Matthias with it in his own zone. Waits, now gets it to Viola. He'll shoot it in just in front of the red line. No icing. Muskies retrieve it. Dylan Statham with both Muskie goals. Oh, big collision by Statham and Mason Held. Warhounds hold it in. Wurzbacher. Now it's played back to center. Matt Heim to Chillman. Chillman just in his own zone. Across to Heim again. Cross to Barnett off his skate. And now Barnett's with a steal. Pass back to Held. Poke checked away. Now here come the Muskies with it. Dumped in by Brian Sidney. Matt Heim with a good check to the boards, and Chillman will intercept. And Wurzbacher carries ahead. 3-on-4. Wurzbacher pass across to Heim. Heim will shoot over top of the net. A wrist shot. Here's Barnett with it behind the net. To the corner. Tried to center one, but off of Held. Couldn't quite connect. Warhounds change on the fly. Now here's Ammon with it. Stolen by Patchett. And now Brendan Rainey to the blue line. He'll shoot it in. Matt Heim retrieves. To Giblin. Giblin try to pass it ahead off of Rainey's skate. And Heim will get it again. To Giblin. 6:26 and counting. First period tied at 2. Heim to Koikendall, tips it in to the zone where Ramirez will play it out just outside of his own crease. Hannafin. Koikendall tried to pass it to Hannafin, but just a little bit out of reach. Koikendall gets it again. Shot tipped at a save for the club by Ramirez, and he will hang on. 5:59 left. First period still tied at 2. Face off to the left of Ramirez in the Muskie zone. It'll be Koikendall and Mike Bell on the face off. Bell will win the face off. Hodgson fails to hold it in. It's at center. And Bell will shoot it in for the Muskies. Giblin retrieves. Hatchett being outnumbered 2-1. Here's a centering pass. Not enough wood on the shot. Attempt by Nick Elamont. Puck still in the zone. Giblin retrieves it. Makes a nice move from Bell. Hodgson, backhand pass off the end boards to Giblin. Hannafin, Koikendall, and it's icing on the Warhounds. It's a close race to the puck. 5:15 left, first period. Muskies 2, Warhounds 2. And we apologize for any language being recorded on the ice from ice level. Face off to the left of Zamek. Muskies win it. Shot blocked, and now here's a wrist shot by Piper and a save by Zamek. Jared Piper gets it again. Partially fans on it, and a bad save by Zamek on Rainey. Hodgson had it taken away. Here's a poke check by Giblin. Wrist shot deflected. Puck is still in play. Muskies are on the attack. Warhounds try to clear. And the Warhounds will change on the fly as they control the puck. They clear it to neutral ice where the Muskies will take over. Statham has 2 goals tonight. He's on the ice with the puck. They'll give it away to Heim. Matthias lost control of it. Now here's Jared Piper with it at center. Nice move right there. Shot in by Deckert off of Heim's skate. Tillman will take over. Pass tipped, but it gets to Heim. Across the blue line, and it's played back to Ramirez. And the Muskies will take it back left to right on your camera. Here's Kostecki. Nice hit by Chilman. Puck loose in the slot. A battle for it, but taken back by Viola and cleared to center. Ooh, watch out. Almost got hit in the head. Brendan Piper with a shot. Glove saved by Zamek. And now here's a breakaway. Bowling on goal. Shot a save by Ramirez. Just barely kept it out. 3:14 and counting. First period. Good lead pass. Bull just couldn't connect. Ramirez stayed in front of it. Viola to Bull. Here he goes again. He'll wrist shoot it. Wide of the net. Elamont jumps on it. Intercepted by Roberts. Nice move up the right wing. Glove save by Ramirez. Held in by Kellogg. He'll wrist one. And Ramirez will easily glove it down and hang on. 2:43 left. First period still tied at 2 between the Muskies and the Warhounds. Face off to the right of Ramirez. It'll be Wurzbacher on the face-off for the Warhounds against Mike Bell. Bell wins the face-off. Desta Clark with it. And he clears it to center. Kellogg takes over. Roberts. And now the Warhounds, I think, coming offside. 2:30 left to play first period. Still tied at 2. Face off outside the Muskie blue line. It'll be Coy Kendall and Rainey on the face-off. Rainey for the Muskies, Coy Kendall for the Warhounds. Coy Kendall wins it. Hodgson has to retrieve it in his own zone, just along the blue line. Giblin ahead to Coy Kendall. He got a stick on it. And Ramirez clears it all the way down. It's tipped, but it'll be icing anyway against the Muskies. Might have deflected off of Muskies still in its own zone, in its own territory. And that's why it was icing. 2:12 left first period, still tied at 2. Warhounds will make a change. It'll be Viola and Rainey again. Viola wins the face-off. Matthias Chillman shot saved by Ramirez with a stick. Puck goes to the corner. And the Muskies will clear it down. Chillman has it stolen by Jared Piper. Referee in the way. Trying to bank one off the side of the net. And the Warhounds take it the other way. Chillman to Jaden Bull. Sticked away. Now here comes Statham, who's got both Muskie goals. Nice body check by Matthias on Statham. Jared Piper shoots it in to Chillman, near corner. Ahead to Patchett. Into the Muskie zone. Shot deflected wide and off the netting and out of play. 1:18 left. First period still tied at 2. It'll be Wurzbacher and Kostecki on the face-off to the left of Ramirez. One-timer by Kellogg and a stick save by Ramirez. Held in by Mason Held. Cleared back to center by Kostecki, and Roberts will get the puck. Kellogg to Wurzbacher. 1 minute left. Jackman with a nice move. He'll dump it in. Stick save by Zamek on Sidney. Looked like hooking there, but Roberts. Now here's a whistle. Is there a penalty coming up? I guess not. Thankfully, the Warhounds didn't get a call for a penalty either. 40 seconds left, 40.0 seconds left. Still tied at 2. Face off to the right of Zamek. 1 by Patchett and cleared by Heim. Hannafin moves it down. Now here's a steal by Kennedy, and he had it poked away when he thought he had a breakaway chance. And now here's Pizzo for the Muskies. Drop past to Elamont, shoots it wide. Hannafin to Kennedy. He'll dump it in. Hannafin Plays it along the end boards, taken away by Pizzo. And he will just clear it through center. And there goes the buzzer to end the first period. After one period of play, it's the Motor City Muskies 2 and the Northern Michigan Warhounds 2. And we will be right back for the second period in just about 12 minutes or so. Be right back. Warhounds and the Motor City Muskies. I'm Taylor Phillips, live from the Otsego County Sportsplex on PAC TV on YouTube, streaming live on the Northern Michigan Warhounds YouTube channel. Got a quick State of Michigan sports report update. The Detroit Tigers have officially signed Kyle Finnegan to a 2-year contract extension. And to make room, they have designated outfielder Justin Henry Malloy for assignment. So that's a smart move offensively because the Tigers really need some quality hitters, especially in the clutch. Yes, they have at least one new hitting coach, but they really need better performing offense at the plate. Right now, the Pistons trail the Charlotte Hornets 19-18 with 5:37 left in the first quarter at Little Caesars Arena. So we're just about to begin the second period. I want to make a bit of a pronunciation correction. It's Hayden Peascore. So my apologies for the mispronunciation early in the first period. It's Peascore, Hayden Peascore. So the Warhounds will skate from left to right across your camera, across your screen, and the Muskies will skate from right to left. Those two teams will go at it again tomorrow at 1, 12:45 pregame with yours truly. Second period gets underway. Muskies control. Adams. Warhounds intercept, and now here's Viola into the slot. Wrist shot hit Matthias, and the Muskies will take it back the other way. They lose the puck. Matthias almost clears it down, but the Muskies take it into the Warhound zone. Brendan Rainey had it sticked away. Dumped back in by Desta Clark. It's tied at 2. Here's Cody Adams with it. Taken away by Viola at center. Desta Clark. Now here's Statham with it. He's got both Muskie goals. Shillman clears it down. No icing. Brendan Piper will retrieve it. Now here's Ammon with it. Pursued by Barnett. Ammon to the left faceoff circle. Plays it around the back of the net. Here's Brendan Piper with it. Plays it the other way. Taken away by Wurzbacher. Wurzbacher in his own zone. Carries through center. Ahead to Mason Held. Pass tipped. Loose puck. Taken back by Kostecki, but not for long. The Warhounds retrieve it. Here's Barnett with it. Pass ahead to Wurzbacher into the zone. Right wing to the corner. Loose puck picked up and intercepted by Hodgson, but the Muskies will take it back. Here's Brendan Piper with it. Almost stolen by Barnett. Now it's stolen by Wurzbacher. Back to Barnett. Back into the zone. Nice move, but give it away. Now here's a breakaway by Bell and a save by Zamek, and he will hang on. 17:44 left to play. Second period tie game, 2 apiece. Ken is the Red Wings TV play-by-play announcer. Ken Daniels will say, twos are wild. Red Wings plowed the Washington Capitals 5-2 at Capital One Arena earlier today. They jumped out to a 4-0 lead. 3 goals in the second period. Caps tried to come back, but Larkin sealed it with an early empty netter. Muskies win the face-off, but lose the puck, but they retrieve it at center. Matt Heim to Tillman for the Warhounds. To Patchett, tipped into the zone, tipped into the corner. Patchett tried to center one, but couldn't connect. Elamont for Motor City. Watch out, referee in the way. Manheim takes over as a result. Warhounds will get a break there. Head to Patchett. Up the right wing through center, into the zone. Drop pass to Hannafin. Right circle to Patchett. Wrap around to Koikendall. The other way. Pass to center. Ooh, just wide by Patchett. Puck was deflected not once, but twice. Cody Adams with it. Breaking in. Lost the puck. It's loose. Adams tried to center one from behind the net, but it's taken away. Here's Koikendall with it. Zamek got his stick on it. Koikendall shoots it in a save by Ramirez with the pad. Muskies the other way. Rainey with it. Breaking in. Blockers saved by Zamek. Pass intercepted by Giblin. To Hannafin. To P-Score. Taken back by Wilson. Rainey ahead to Statham. Couldn't control it. Here's Kiola with it. Tried to dump it in, but taken back by Statham, and the Muskies will control. Not for long, though. Here's P-Score with it. Shot, a stick save by Ramirez. Bull on the rebound. Wrap around doorstep, saved by Ramirez, getting in front of it. Held in by Hodgson. Wrist shot. Doesn't deflect, goes wide. Hodgson with the referee in the way. Watch out. Intercepted by Viola. DeBull. Nice move. Poke checked away, though, by Rainey. Here's a shot and a save by Ramirez. Rebound score! Dean Bull! First attempt by Matthias, and Dean Bull jumped in around the rebound and took home the Warhounds. They take the lead 3-2 with 15-17 left, second period. And that's what you have to do. You have to crash the net, and the Warhounds did exactly that. Face off at center, won by the Warhounds. Barnett's had it stolen, though. Here's Pizzo with it. Muskies take it back, but stolen by Roberts. Muskies break in. Anthony Viola, the other assist, also gets an assist. Matthias and Viola on Bull's goal at 4:43 into the second period. 14:38. We have a stoppage in play. The net comes off its moorings. Pistons lead the Hornets 25-22. .309 left, first quarter, Little Caesars Arena. Muskies won the faceoff, but the Warhounds come up with a steal. Here's Barnett with it. To Mason Hill in the slot. Deeks! Oh, what a save by Ramirez, and the net comes off. It came up right before Roberts had an opportunity. Oh, my goodness. What a chance by the Warhounds, but Ramirez came up big. $14:20 left, second period. Warhounds lead it 3-2. They are trying to add more to it. Kevin Kellogg heads to the bench. Face off to the right of Ramirez in the Muskie zone. Wurzbacher and Stewart on the face-off. Stewart wins it. Matt Heim fails to hold it in, and it looks like Jacob Zamek will come out and play the puck to Chilman. Chilman had it poke checked away by Stewart, but held, backed it up. Heim way ahead to Barnett at center. He'll dump it in. Ramirez plays it out with a stick. Good forechecking by Wurzbacher, but the Muskies will take it back. Heim poke checks it away from Kostecki. Gilman retrieves it. Barnett pokes it in deep. Cody Adams takes over. Warhounds change on the fly. Chilman almost lost control of the puck, but he gets it to Heim. Barnett to Patchett. Patchett tried to backhand it on the fly, on the go, but the Muskies take it back the other way. Patchett with a good back check right there. Tried to pass it to Hannafin, but it's stolen and then lost by Shane Jackman. He retrieved it at center. Rainey had it taken away, and the Warhounds dump it in the other way. Coy Kendall in pursuit against Piso. Warhounds dump it in. Here's Piso with it for the Muskies. Around the back of his own net. Ahead to Rainey, to Chilman. Back, Chilman intercepted it, past the center. Bull to Coy Kendall. He'll dump it in. Ramirez will cover up, I think. A whistle blew. Ramirez tried to play the puck to his teammate. 12:16 left, second period. 2 goals apiece. I checked that. 3-2 Warhounds lead it. Looking for more here. Muskies win the faceoff. They clear it off their net. Puck skips over the stick of Elamont, but he gets it into the Warhound zone. Here's a wrist shot deflected just wide. And Matthias just takes it to center where it's stolen by the Muskies. Ammon to Bell. Muskies come in offside, delayed offside. Hodgson for the Warhounds ahead to Matthias. Couldn't corral that. Stolen by Viola to Kiola. Wrist shot. Got a glove save by Ramirez. Could have gone wide, but he'll glove it down and hang on. 11:28 left to play, second period. 3-2 Warhounds lead it. P-score takes the face-off against Rainey. Kenny on the puck, and Ramirez will cover up again. Kenny with an opportunity. 11:25 left, second period. 3-2 Warhounds. Another face-off to the left of Ramirez. Wurzbacher wins the face-off. Barnett with a shot. I think Ramirez got a piece of it. Deflects it over top of the net. Giblin holds it in. Muskies on the back check, and they take it back the other way. Here's Jared Piper with it. Held to the boards by Hodgson, but Jared Piper still has it. Tried to center one. Here's a one-timer. Saved by Zomick. Rebound off of a Warhound body. Pass across from Statham. And it's cleared to center. Barnett's on the pursuit. Here's Held with it. Gets it to Wurzbacher. Wurzbacher. Kellogg couldn't handle the fluttering puck, and it's deflected by Jared Piper into the Warhounds bench. 10:32 left, second period, 3-2 Warhounds. Faceoff will come outside the blue line. Puck was deflected into the Warhounds bench. Looks like Wurzbacher will take the face-off against Justin Stewart. Kellogg and Gidlin on defense for the Warhounds. Barnett, Wurzbacher, and Held the forwards. Shane Jackman, Justin Stewart, and Jay Kostecki, the forwards for the Muskies, on the ice. Brendan Piper and Giuseppe Piso on defense for Motor City. Muskies have it, not for long. Brendan Piper was bumped off of the puck by Held. Here's Barnes with an opportunity to save, and the net comes off its moorings before Wurzbacher jumped on it. 10:18 left, second period. 3-2 Warhounds lead. The net is still dislodged. Those two teams will go at it again. Another reminder, tomorrow at 1, 12:45 pregame with yours truly on PAC TV. Taylor Phillips here. I believe Lucas Jacob will start the second game of the doubleheader in net for the Warhounds. Looks like, and so Tristan Steele will have to start in net in game 2 of the doubleheader for the Muskies, who win the faceoff. And cleared airborne. And now here's Jackman with it into the Warhound zone. Shot is deflected wide. Kellogg tries to clear. No dice. Nice move, but good body check by Roberts on Kostecki. Now here's Wurzbacher on a breakaway. Shot, a save by Ramirez. And the Muskies clear to center. Trevor Roberts in his own zone to Kellogg. To center, Muskies intercept, but they'll play it back into the Warhound zone. Kellogg to Hanifin. Roberts takes it away as the Muskies try to shoot it in deep. Roberts to Barnett's. Try to pass it, but it's blocked. Held in by Kellogg, though. Puck is loose now. Barnett's across to Kellogg. Jumps on the loose puck. Backhands one. Blocked and cleared down the ice. And Chilman will let this one go, and it's icing on the Muskies with 8:51 left. In the second period, 3-2 Warhounds lead it. Face off to the right of Ramirez. Back to center, Heim to Chillman. He'll shoot it off the glass, and it comes to Ramirez. And they'll hang on. 8:48 left. Second period, 3-2 Warhounds. Face off to Ramirez's left. Still in the Muskie zone. Warhounds win it. Chillman, wrist shot, deflects wide. Stolen by Koikendall, and he shoots it wide. Puck held in by Heim. A wrist shot, rebound! Ramirez makes the save, and they'll cover up. 8:30 left, second period. Another face-off coming up in the Muskie zone. Warhounds trying to add to their 3-2 lead. Muskies and Warhounds each make changes. Face off to the left of Ramirez. A battle for the puck. Statham, who's got both Muskie goals tonight. Wohl got hooked, no call, but puck is loose. Statham will clear it down the ice. Chillman will retrieve it. Not enough distance for icing. And it looks like a penalty coming up. Looks like a boarding penalty coming up to the Muskies. That's going to be on Dylan Statham. Speak of the devil. Yep. Tripping? Oh, roughing, okay. I stand corrected. 8:04 left, and the Warhounds will have their first power play opportunity of the hockey game. Five on four. Wurzbacher wins the face-off to Chillman at the blue line. Wrist shot and a glove save by Ramirez. 8 minutes flat left. Second period. 1:56 left on the Warhounds power play. And they'll do it again. Another face-off to Ramirez's left. Wurzbacher and Bell. Chillman wrist shot. Deflected off of Ramirez. Koikendall back to Heim. Chillman with a one-timer deflected by Barnitz off of the netting. Wide of the net and out of play. 7:48 left, second period. 3-2 Warhounds. 1:44 left on their power play. Statham roughing for 2 minutes. At 11:56. Muskies win the face-off. William Wilson tries to clear it, but the Warhounds surround him. Here's Barnitz to Koikendall. Behind the Muskie net, back to Barnitz on the right wing. And he fails to control it, and Chillman will have to retrieve it in his own zone. They'll skate it towards the Muskie zone. Into the corner. Behind the net. Chillman waits. Tried to fake it off. Loose puck, Koikendall, and now we have a whistle. Did the net come off? Yep, it did. 7:12 left, second period, 3-2 Warhounds. 1:08 left on their power play. Another face-off to Ramirez's left in the Muskie zone. It'll be Viola and Bell on the face-off. Viola wins the face-off to Giblin. Back to Viola. Back to Giblin. Giblin at the blue line. Wrist shot wide. Muskies control, and they'll rip it. Not out. Here's Matthias with a steal and a save by Ramirez. He got in front of that one. Hodgson fails to hold it in. You got to focus on the puck. Giblin to Viola. I don't know what Hodgson was thinking. Took his eyes off the puck. Ball back to Giblin. Delayed offside. Way back down to Zamek. To Giblin. Way ahead to Matthias. Too far from him, but he gets it. To the end board. Checked hard to the board by Wilson. But it comes back to Giblin. Bull to Viola. Wrist shot blocker saved by Ramirez. Muskies back in full strength. Statham up back out of the box on the ice. But Zamek lets it come to him and he'll play it to Giblin. Shot back in and Zamek will cover up as Statham approaches him. Near the crease, 5:46 left. Second period, 3-2 Warhounds lead it. Face off in their own zone this time. It'll be Brendan Rainey and Wurzbacher on the face-off. There's timeout there on defense. Statham back to nope, stolen by Held. To Barnett in the Muskie zone. Looked like he was grabbed or hooked from behind, but no call. Play continues. Here's Chillman jumping on the puck near the blue line. He'll pass it back to Heim. To Held. Wurzbacher gave it away. Held with a takeaway into the zone. Pass across to Wurzbacher. Ramirez get in front of that one, and the net comes off its moorings again. 5:08 left, second period, 3-2 Warhounds, and that'll be another face-off in the Muskie zone. Still got another period to play. Face off to the left. Nope. Yeah, that net keeps coming up its moorings, doesn't it? This is not the first time the officials had trouble relodging the net. Again, we want to thank our newest sponsor for Warhounds hockey, Buffalo Wild Wings in Gaylord. Let's Go Sports Bar. Enjoy great food. Watch all the big games on the big screens. Just one more hockey game tomorrow between those two teams before Christmas. Christmas Day, of course, is on Thursday. Well, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Warhound Nation. And then it's back on. Now another face-off to the left of Ramirez. It'll be Wurzbacher against Rainey. Wurzbacher wins the face-off. Heim with a one-timer deflected just wide. Now behind the net and cleared, but held in by Heim. To Chillman getting the cross-ice pass. Puck loose in the inboards. Barnett's to Heim. Wrist shot. Saved by Ramirez. And the Muskies take it back the other way. It's 5-on-5. Wurzbacher for the Warhounds plays it back. Here's Jared Piper with it for the Muskies. Deflected off Brendan Piper. Off his skate. And it's icing, I think. Yeah, it is. Good call. Deflected off Brendan Piper's skate, still into the Muskies zone, and the faceoff will come all the way back into the Muskies zone. Warhounds lead at 3-2, 4:25 left, second period. Face off to the right of Ramirez. Anthony Viola against Rainey. Rainey wins the face-off. Puck goes to the other corner. Now here's Bull with a wrist shot saved by Ramirez. And Ramirez will cover up after a second opportunity with 4:12 left. Second period, still 3-2 Warhounds looking for more. Both teams will make changes. Another face-off to the left of Ramirez. Held in by Kellogg. Wilson tried to clear it, but partially fanning on that passing attempt was Jackman. Stolen by Coy Kendall. Nice move. Coy Kendall still with it. Ramirez with a stick save. Puck deflects off the netting and out of play. .351 left, second period. Still 3-2 Warhounds. Face off to the right of Ramirez. That's Coy Kendall against Stewart. Now here's a one-on-one break. That's Kostecki. Couldn't get a shot off, and Kellogg in pursuit is going to get penalized. It's going to be a hooking penalty on Kellogg. .341 left, second period, and the Muskies will go on the power play. Kellogg hooking at 16:19 of the second period. Face off to the left of Zamek. Jared Piper on the face-off against Wurzbacher. Wrist shot blocked by Wurzbacher off of Desta Clark. Muskies are on the power play. Hine clears it, but held in by Desta Clark. Shoots it wide. Brendan Piper plays it around the inboards. Dumps it in. Hine had it stolen by Jared Piper. Now here's Desta Clark. Shot blocked by Wurzbacher. Plays it to center. Now here's Barnett's a one-on-one break against Jared Piper. Nice move. Barnett's in. Ramirez tried to poke check it. Whiffed on it, but kept Barnett's away from the crease. Forced the issue there. And the Muskies are back into the Warhound zone, still on the power play. 2:50 left in counting, second period. Here's Jared Piper behind the net. Deflected and cleared by Barnett's to center. Pizzo retrieves from the Muskies. Under a minute left on the Muskie power play. Here's Rainey with a shot blocked by Hine. And Pizzo will have to get it at center. Nice block by Tillman, and it's cleared down by Wurzbacher. Ramirez plays it out with a stick to the circle. Here's a turnover here. Here's Matthias. Poke checked away. Shot saved by Ramirez. 2:09 left, and the Muskies will clear it down. Now here's icing on the Muskies, and the Muskies are on the power play. 24 seconds left on their power play. Warhounds still lead at 3-2. And there'll be a face-off to the right of Ramirez. Anthony Viola will take the face-off against Justin Stewart. In the Muskies zone. .156 left in the second period. Muskies take the puck back to center. Rainey into the corner in the Warhound zone. Skates past Giblin. Rainey waits. Pass to Elamont. Across to Pizzo. Shoots it wide. Elamont. Matthias steals it. Bull clears to center. Pizzo retrieves in his own blue line. Stolen by Bull. Trying to dump it in, but Pizzo steals it. Oh, what a shot by opportunity by Bull. Bull stole it back, and he crashed into the net. 1:15 left. Second period, 3-2 Warhounds. Net is dislodged again. Both teams make changes. Both lines are tired. Looks like the officials are going to direct a face-off. Outside the Muskies blue line. Muskies control, but it's taken back by the Warhounds. Here's Giblin with it to Hannafin, bouncing puck. Giblin ahead to Patchett with Koykendall 2-on-2. Warhounds back in full strength. Here's Hannafin. Lost control on the shot attempt. Here's Patchett with a shot. I think Ramirez got a piece of it. It's deflected off the netting over top and out of play. 52.4 seconds left, second period. Warhounds still lead at 3-2. Both teams will make changes yet again. Another face-off to Ramirez's right. Won by the Warhounds. Heim. Matthias. Shot. Blocked. Rebound. Score! Top shelf 4-2 Warhounds. Viola will get that goal. He got the rebound and roofed it on the doorstep. And Viola wins the face-off at center. Heim to Chillman. Warhounds extend their lead to 4-2. And they ice the puck. 36.1 seconds left, second period. Face-off back in the Warhound zone. They lead the Muskies 4-2 on Viola's goal. Looks like Ammon on that face-off, I think. Wearing the number 10, yes. Winning it against Viola. Wrist shot. Block. Jaden Bull actually got the goal. Matt Heim on the assist. And Matthias. 19-16 the time of the goal. It's Bull from Heim and Matthias. Here's an opportunity. Backhand by Bull and a save. Rebound. Matthias fanned on it. Puck is loose. Banked. by Tillman. No dice. There goes the buzzer to end the second period. Another opportunity by the Warhounds. Could have made it 5-2 right there. It's still 4-2 Warhounds after 2 periods of play. And we'll be right back for an exciting third period coming up in about 12-ish minutes. We'll be right back. Start of the third period, 4-2 Warhounds lead the Muskies. I want to make another pronunciation correction. It's Dylan Statham, not Statham, it's Statham. It'll be Viola and Rainey on the face-off at center to begin the third period. And here come the Muskies in a rush. Dylan Statham with both Muskie goals. Warhounds steal it. A race for the puck, no icing. Muskies take it back. Now here's Brendan Rainey with it up the left wing. He'll shoot one. Zamek got a piece of it. Centered in front. Couldn't get a shot off, and the Warhounds take it back. Into the corner. Rainey takes it back. Loose puck, Statham to Rainey with Jared Piper with him. To the corner. Rainey still with it. Outnumbered. 2-on-1. Warhounds take it back. Matthias ahead to Bowl. And it's icing on the Warhounds. Intended for Bowl. Couldn't corral it. Face off to the left of Zamek coming up, I think. And we have a bit of a delay with something on the ice. Justin Stewart and Viola on the face-off. Stewart wins it. Shot blocked. It comes to center. Cody Adams with it. To Stewart. Head to Ammon. Couldn't control it. Time, or Giblin rather. Plays it back to center. Now the Muskies dump it in deep. Here's Hodgson for the Warhounds being pursued by Ammon. Goes all the way down the ice. Ramirez plays it to center, intercepted by Hodgson. Now Wurzbacher couldn't control it. It goes to the corner. Icing on the Muskies. 18:08 left. Face off in the Motor City zone. To the right of Ramirez. Wurzbacher and Stewart on the face-off, and the whistle blows twice. Miscommunication between the officials. $18:07 left. I'll do it again. Barnett's fans on it. Hooking penalty coming up to the Muskies, I think. It is hooking, yes, on the Muskies. I think either Barnett's or Held got hooked. So the Warhounds will go back to the power play, up 4-2. Looking to extend their 4-2 lead. 18:01 left. It's going to be Nick Elamont to the box for hooking at 1:59 into the third period. Warhounds will try to extend their lead. They lead at 4-2. They go on the power play. Face off to the left of Ramirez. Warhounds win it. Chillman. Wrist shot. Glove saved by Ramirez. He'll hang on. 17:56 left. Third period, 1:56 on the Warhounds power play. Elamont for hooking at 1:59 for the Muskies. Cleared by Sidney, but corralled by Chillman. To Wurzbacher. Wurzbacher at center. Into the zone. Drops it back off. Barnitz to Heim. Heim. Near side. Barnitz. Skates around. Saved by Ramirez. And it ricochets wide. Heim passing across to Wurzbacher. Far side. At the blue line. High slot. Barnitz sticked away, but he gets it back. Nice move by Barnitz. Good puck handling right there. Two players go down, one on each team. Kendall tried to pass it back. It does get to Barnitz. Back to Chillman at the blue line. Back to Kendall. To Barnitz. Back to Heim. To Barnitz. Back to Chillman. Wrist shot. Ramirez. Rebound score. Power play goal. Elamont looking penalty. Kendall makes it home. He's got 2 goals and it's 5-2 Warhounds. Chillman let one go. Kendall on the rebound. And the Warhounds now have some breathing room in this third period, leading 5-2, a power play goal. Viola and Rainey on the faceoff at center. Here's Jaden Bull with it. And it's icing on the Muskies again. 16:27 left, third period, 5-2 Warhounds now. Power play goal by Kendall, his second of the game. Face off to the right of Ramirez. Viola and Rainey. Viola wins the face off. Matthias. Giblin deflected off of Adams and saved by Ramirez by the blocker. Wrist shot by Matthias, blocked by Rainey. Matthias gets it back. Steals one from Rainey. Now a 2-on-2 battle for the puck. Warhounds have it. Here's a backhand by Bull, and I think we have a penalty coming up. Nope, net it's come off. 16:02 left. Third period, 5-2 Warhounds. Face off coming up in the Muskie zone. I believe Chillman will get another assist. Viola to Matthias scores! 6-2 Warhounds! Matthias on a one-timer. Great by Viola. And the Warhounds are starting to pour it on. With 15:58 left in the third period. The Warhounds have outscored the Muskies now 2-0 in the third period, and they lead it 6-2. Here come the Warhounds again. Hatchet. Chillman gets the assist on Coy Kendall's power play goal, along with Chillman. 3:20 at the time of the goal. Here's a save by Zomick. Rebound. That was Stewart. Another attempt by Stewart goes high and wide. .15:08 left and counting, third period. Here's P-Score with it. I think to Kellogg. Couldn't quite see the number clearly. Yeah, it is. Hatchet, Kellogg to Kennedy in the zone. Tried to pass it to P-Score, but the Muskies intercept. Here's Kiola with it. He gets hit hard to the boards by Elamont. And when the whistle blows, I think the Warhounds coming offside, or the puck was played out of play. 14:33 left. Third period, 6-2 Warhounds. Check that. We have too many men on the ice penalty on the Muskies, and the Warhounds will look to continue to pour it on as they go back on the power play, leading 6-2. If the Warhounds win, they'll be right back in the thick of the APHL Western Division standings. Warhounds win the face-off, but Jared Pfeiffer comes up with a steal for the Muskies and clears it all the way down. 14:18 left and counting. Third period. Matt Heim with it for the Warhounds as they are on the power play. Chillman to Koykendall. Muskies clear again. Heim to Chillman. Back in his own zone. Back in their own zone. To Wurzbacher. Heim in the corner. To the end board to Barnitz in the left circle. Chillman at the blue line. Bounce pass to Barnitz. Left wing. Across to Chillman at the blue line. Back to Barnitz, left circle. Nice move. In on goal and tried to pass it. Nobody home, but Wurzbacher jumps on it. Poke checked away and cleared. 44 seconds and counting on the Warhounds power play. Northern Michigan leads Motor City 6-2. Chillman. Warhounds change up on the fly. Here's Matthias with it. Centering pass ahead. There's a collision. Bull and Ramirez. Bull runs into Ramirez, and now we have a little extracurricular activity, but not very much. 12:57 left in the third period. 25 seconds left on the Warhounds power play. Matthias from Viola at 4:02. And now the Muskies are getting another penalty. Cody Adams goes to the box. So that'll be a 5-on-3 Warhounds power play, but only for 25 seconds. Faceoff comes outside the No, wait, he heads out of the box. It's still... Well, I guess the play was offside. So no penalty. Matthias tries to break into the zone. Warhounds tag up, onside. Matthias behind the net. Pass to Hodgson. Back to Matthias. Shot blocked. Rebound. Hodgson saved by Ramirez. Puck's still loose. Jaden Bull jumps on it. Over to Viola. Wrist shot. Ramirez, the glove save. Bull with a rebound. Nice move. Centering pass. Hodgson. Matthias. That gets blocked. Matthias gets it back. Centers one. Bull. Shot! Jaden Bull with a goal. His second of the game. And the Warhounds continue to pour it on with 12:17 left in the third period, leading the Muskies 7-2. He scored and Hammond on the face-off at center. Muskies win it. Brendan Piper dumps it in. Trevor Roberts for Northern Michigan. Hammond on the steal, but Roberts takes it back. Here's a 3-on-2. Roberts to the right circle. Stolen by Wilson at the end board, but it's held in by Kiola. One-timer goes wide. Kellogg holds it in. Lobs the puck airborne. Battle for it at the end boards and taken back by the Muskies. Hammond along with Elamont. Matthias on the assist. Ryan Kiola. I think. Muskies hold it in. 7-2 Warhounds, and there'll be a penalty coming up, I think. It's going to be a slashing call on the Warhounds with 11:09 left, third period. Warhounds lead at 7-2. Muskies will go on the power play. Oh, man! Bit of a shot to the face of Roberts by Derek Eshelman. And now Eshelman will be sent to the box.
Race class 55!
I think it'll be for roughing. So the Muskies will not go on the power play. It'll be 4-on-4 because of Eshelman's cheap shot to Roberts. So it'll be Kiola and Eshelman in their respecting. Kiola for slashing and Eshelman for roughing. .11:09 left, third period. It'll be 4-on-4 hockey. So the faceoff will come to the left faceoff circle to the right of Zamek. Rainey wins it to Statham. Statham. Wurzbacher almost poked it away from him. Here's Heim come up with a steal. Statham takes it the other way. Back to Rainey. Over to Statham in the corner. Stolen by Heim. Back to Statham. Centering pass on the doorstep. Stolen by Wurzbacher, and the Warhounds take it back and clear it down. Barnett's on the pursuit, shorthanded against Kiso. Hit hard to the boards by Wurzbacher, but the Muskies have it. Oh man, Wurzbacher's on fire. He gets it. Wurzbacher to Barnett, shorthanded. And Chilman will let it go. Chilman retrieves it to Wurzbacher. Couldn't corral, and it's stolen by Wilson. Taken away by Barnett. And Bell with it. And now we have a whistle and another penalty coming up. I believe it's cross-checking. And more curricular activity afterwards with 9:56 left, third period. Just outside the Muskies blue line. It's going to be Barnett's heading to the box. Along with Wilson, so what's that? What do we got here? 3-on-3? This is getting crazy. Head coach Sean Stevens is arguing with the officials. Head coach of the Motor City Muskies. He is livid. Now it cools down a bit. A slash on Barnett, and then and now both coaches are arguing. Josh Parizo and Sean Stevens. Holy cow! It's getting heated. I think tomorrow's game should be interesting, shouldn't it? Everybody's bickering with one another. Wow. Tomorrow afternoon should be interesting. For sure. Face off outside the Muskie blue line. Warhounds lead at 7-2. Pistons lead 74-54 over the Hornets, as they should. Warhounds clear it down, dump it in. Ramirez plays it out with a stick. Now here's Cody Adams with it. So both Barnett and Wilson go up, each for slashing as the Warhounds dump it in. Warhounds lead at 7-2. Back to 4-on-4. Wow. They'll be 5-on-5 for just two more seconds. And now both teams will head back, and now another whistle, and I think the net comes off. The Warhounds net comes off. It's Moorings with 9:08 left. Third period, Warhounds lead at 7-2. So offsetting minors for Barnett and Wilson. They'll still be 5-on-5. Warhounds win the faceoff. It's getting rough now. Roberts got hit. He gets back up. Kellogg clears it down, and it's going to go off the netting and out of play, and Kellogg will serve a delay of game penalty. So the Muskies will head back to the power play. No, I deflected off the glass, rather, so no penalty. Warhounds get a break. Held in. Centering pass. Blocked. Here's Statham with it, shooting it wide. Blocked by Trevor Roberts and cleared down the ice. And it's icing on the Warhounds with 8:38 left to play, third period. It's getting physically chippy out there on the ice. Muskies win the faceoff. Here's Statham with it. To Jared Piper, centering pass, fanned on by Stewart. Stewart has it. Stick lifted by Bull. And now here's a steal. Viola ahead to Matthias. Couldn't handle it too far. Matthias gets bodied, but he gets it back. Pass across, nobody home. Stewart intercepts, but it's sticked away by Kellogg. Now here's Coy Kendall with it. Carrying it into the zone, to the corner, behind the net, circles around. Stiff arms Brendan Piper. Now the Muskies come up with a steal. Brendan Piper with a spinorama move. Wrist shot, a save by Zomick with a pad, and it's cleared to center. Cody Adams tries to dump it in, but it's taken away by Matthias. Viola, nice move at center. Into the Muskie zone. Right face-off circle, dumps it in around the inboards to Coy Kendall. Shane Jackman almost stole it, but it's Viola back out to Heim. Pass comes to Wurzbacher, and now pass off course and all the way down the ice. Zamek will come out and play it for Chilman. Across the rink, Kendall. And we have a whistle. Seven minutes flat left to play. Third period, 7-2 Warhounds. Too many men. P-score will serve the penalty. So the Muskies will go to the power play. Looks like it's going to be Jared Pfeiffer and Viola on the faceoff to the left of Zamek. Jackman bans on the passing attempt. Puck is loose. Brendan Pfeiffer with it. Left wing boards to the blue line. Pfeiffer gets it to Jackman. Jackman holds it in. Got a stick save by Zamek. There's Statham with both Muskie goals. And now the mask comes off of Zamek, and now Derek Eshelman. What is Derek Eshelman thinking? Jacob Zamek took a high stick. And Zamek is down. There needs to be some serious consequences on Eshelman. This hockey game continues to get even physically uglier on the ice as Zamek gets checked on by the trainers. 6:28 left, third period. Warhounds lead at 7-2. Warhounds are coming in with a chip on their shoulder, and they lead at 7-2. They got nothing to lose here. .128 left on the Muskies power play. So Eshelman has to be at least penalized. Zamek's mask popped off. That's all I saw. Zamek gets back up. I think he'll stay in the game, which is a good sign. So a sigh of relief for the Warhounds and their fans. And another penalty's been assessed to Zamek, I think. What? For what? Matthias is in the penalty box serving Zamek's penalty, I guess. I guess for roughing. Oh, a delay of game. Well, thankfully Zamek's okay at least. But the Muskies will have a 5-on-3 chance here. Statham in a bid for a hat trick. in the left circle. He'll shoot it, saved by Zamek. And he'll dive and cover up. And the clock will continue to run. Nope, it's 6:14. And now they're looking at Zamek again. And now he'll have to come out and be substituted by Lucas Jacob. No, it's Andy Peck, rather. So the Muskies are still having a 5-on-3 for another minute 15. Jared Piper and Viola on the face-off. Muskies control. Here's Statham with it. 5-on-3. One-timer by Jackman, saved by Peck. Muskies still on the attack. Jared Piper to Brendan Piper. High slot. Right circle. Gets it to Jackman. Stick in the lane by Chillman. Jared Piper to Statham. Chillman tried to poke check it away, but doesn't. Now the puck is loose in behind the net. Back out to Brendan Piper. He'll wrist one. Blocked and cleared by Hine. Looks like it hit Eshelman on the way. 14 seconds left on the 5-on-3, and now we have a whistle. What's going on here? Too many men on the ice for Motor City. Wait a minute. So the Warhounds do catch a break. So Jared Piper will, no, that's Eshelman going to the box again. .12 seconds left. There'll be a 4-on-3 now for 12 seconds. 5:12 left to play, third period. Warhounds still lead at 7-2. It's going to be 4-on-3 power play for the Muskies. Faced off in the Muskie zone. Wurzbacher and Stewart on the face-off. Stewart been winning a lot of face-offs tonight. Barnett gets taken down. Now here's Kostecki. One-timer by Piso, and it's blocked and cleared. It's 4-on-3. Lots of open ice. Now here's Piso with it. Piso to Stewart. Drops it off. Stolen by Koikendall. Now here's a breakaway. Wurzbacher in on goal. Off the crossbar. Pass to Koikendall though in the right circle. And I'll pass it back to center Giblin. Intercepted by Stewart. 2-on-2. Stewart with a snapshot. And a save. Glove save by Peck. And he'll hang on. 4:09 left. It's a 5-on-4 power play for the Muskies now for just 58 more seconds. 58 seconds longer. Bell and Viola on the faceoff. Bell wins it. Puck comes to Hine. To Chillman. 4 minutes and counting. Third period. Chillman ahead to Wurzbacher. 1-on-2. Nice move by Wurzbacher, but he gets taken down. Held in by Hine. Wrist shot or one-timer goes wide. Back to Chillman at his own blue line. Warhounds on another short-handed opportunity. Here's a steal. Viola save. Another save by Ramirez. And the whistle and the net comes off. 3:27 left. Oh, it's a Warhounds power play for 16 seconds. Just Eshelman in the box. Warhounds on the power play. Viola and Ammon on the faceoff. Warhounds come up with it though. Goal and a bid for a hat trick, and now another whistle. And it comes off again. 3:20 left. Warhounds still have 9 seconds left on their power play. They make a change with their power play. They change up power play units. He score on the faceoff against Bell. Faceoff comes loose, and Cody Adams will clear. Roberts at center. Kennedy and P-score miscommunicate. Roberts. Both teams are 5 aside. P-score tips it in. Deep. Ramirez. Decker. Ramirez clears it down. Roberts gloves it down at center. And a hand pass to Kennedy. And the faceoff will come just outside the Warhounds blue line. 2:52 left. Third period, Warhounds lead at 7-2. Both teams will go at it again tomorrow at 1. I'll have the commentary following my 12:45 pregame right here on PAC TV on the Northern Michigan Warhounds YouTube channel, streaming live. Face off to the right of Zamet, or Peck rather. Shot goes wide. Comes to Kennedy. Held in by Pizzo. Goes to the corner as he shoots it wide again. 2:30 left. Penalty coming up to the Warhounds. Jared Piper with it shooting and off the glass. Empty net for the Muskies. Delayed penalty on the Warhounds. Jared Piper at center into the Warhound zone. 6 on 5. Centering pass off P-score's skate. Jared Piper. Pizzo shot blocked by Roberts. Remember, you have to corral the puck. Here's a wrist shot, a glove save by Peck, and they'll hang on. And with 1:51 left in the game, the Muskies will have one more power play at least. Evan Kellogg will head to the box. So one more power play for the Muskies coming up. 7-2 Warhounds lead it. They're on their way to 10 points on the season. Boyd Kendall and Rainey on the face-off to the left of Peck. Deckert to Rainey. Blocker saved by Peck, and it's deflected off the netting and out of play. 1:45 left. Third period. It's a 5-minute major on Kellogg. Warhounds win the faceoff and clear it down. Roughing, oh man. Major penalty for roughing on Kellogg. Puck was cleared down by Hodgson. Muskies take it back. Here's Elamont dropping it off to Rainey. Almost got hooked there. Pizzo with a shot. Blocked with a stick by Hodgson. And the puck comes to center as Boy Kendall has it poke check. That was Justin Stewart failing to hold it in. And Ramirez with a glove save on Hannafin with 1:03 left. Hannafin with a shorthanded opportunity. Both teams make changes. Warhounds change up their penalty killing unit. Muskies change up their power play unit. 4:13 left on the major roughing penalty on Kellogg. Muskies win the faceoff. Jared Pfeiffer to center. Pursued by Barnitz. Wrist shot by Eshelman. Blocker saved by Peck. I believe Peck will start tomorrow in net for the Warhounds as they clear it down. 40 seconds left. Here's Wurzbacher with a chance. Left circle. Barnitz. Wurzbacher to Barnitz behind the net. Back to Heim. Chilman with a shot and a save by Ramirez. 18 seconds left. Whistle goes. I think the net is off one more time. 16.7 seconds left in the third period. Both teams will make one last change each. At least one more face-off in this game. He score. And Jared Pfeiffer on the face-off to the right of Ramirez. Jared Pfeiffer wins it. Kennedy with a steal. Wraparound try, and Ramirez shuts the door. 10.7 seconds left. Third period. Warhounds are on their way to another victory here. Face off to the left of Ramirez, won by Bell. Clock's not run, now it is. Held in by Heim, just barely. And they'll run out of clock, and the Warhounds win. They won that third period by the score of 3-0, and they win the hockey game 7-2. Rematch tomorrow at 1. 12:45 pregame on PAC TV with yours truly streaming live on the Northern Michigan Warhounds YouTube channel. Until then, hold on a second. We got sponsors to thank. Buffalo Wild Wings of Gaylord, Let's Go Sports Bar, Bugs and Stuff Pest Control, McDonald's, Rip Pet Woodworking, Bakery Coffee, Trouttown Tavern and Eatery, Contender Athletics, Rustling Leaf Photography, Veterans Guard VA Claim Consulting, Hit Club Hockey Supply Company, the Bostic Agency, Surf Pro, Magical Vacation Planner by Ralph Lake. Where's my pen? Dave's Garage, Alpin Buffs Outdoor Resort, Gaylord Area Chamber of Commerce, Smith Realty Group, Mural Construction, Hogan's Jewelers, Otsego County Animal Shelter, Preston Feather, The Landing Zone, Eichenhout Roofing, Eichenhout Roofing, Siding, Windows and Decking, Crave Pasta and Pizza Pub, Alpine Eye Care, and Zips 45th Parallel Harley Davidson motorcycle dealers. Until then, this is Taylor Phillips signing off. Final score, Warhounds 7, Muskies 2. They'll be back at it tomorrow at 1. 12:45 pregame with yours truly. Good night, everyone.